Rohit, many thanks for joining us on CNBC TV18 Weekender. Now, you come from humble beginnings. Your grandfather raised you. Your uncles borrowed money to send you to a decent cricket academy. From there, take us through the early days. How were they like? And when did you first decide, or when did the love for cricket happen?
I think it was way back in 1995. I was just 8-year-old, watching television with my family.
Yeah.
And I was watching '96 World Cup, which
Okay.
was happening in India. And I clearly remember the World Cup semi-final against Sri Lanka. India lost that game. And something really hurt inside. I was not even a avid cricket follower then.
Okay.
But something really hurt because I could see the whole nation was upset, especially the place where I used to stay.
Yeah.
Everything was so dull. Like you could make out there's something wrong in the country. And yes, I always used to play cricket in my backyard with my friends, school.
Yeah.
My family was cricket enthusiast, and they always loved playing cricket. It was not professional cricket, but just the cricket, just the game.
So when did you decide, or who decided for you that you should go to an academy and learn?
No, nobody decided for me. I was the one who went up to my uncle and said I would like to go and join the summer camp because I feel I can do something. I can enjoy. It was just about going there and having fun with few of my mates because they were in that summer camp.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go out there and have fun with those guys. Never thought I would get picked up by another school, which happened to be the school which changed my life.
And you pitched in as a bowler. You started as a bowler, right?
I started as a bowler only because, when you go to the selections, the queue is massive and you don't want to wait whole day there waiting for your turn to come. And
so that was a smart move.
Yeah, and everybody wants to become a batsman in India. Nobody wants to be a bowler. So I thought, okay, let me go to the bowler's queue and let me see what I can do. I just wanted to get into that summer camp anyhow.
Yeah.
I got selected as a bowler, and then I played as a bowler the whole tournament. And my coach, Mr. Dinesh Lad, he saw me in the finals and he offered me to come and play for his school after that.
So how did the transition happen from bowling to batting? Like, how did that happen?
Our school needed an all-rounder who could bat and bowl. They asked me if I could do that. I said, yes, of course, I can try. I don't know if I can bat well, but I'm a good bowler. So I said, okay, let me give it a shot and maybe something good will come out. And I was very positive. And luckily for me, the game they sent me to open the innings, I got big runs and won the game for my school. So it all changed from there.
Yeah, and then there was no looking back. You got selected in under 17, then under 19. At the age of 20, you had your first ODI in 2007. From being someone who had to struggle to get into a cricket academy to today being one of the most valued batsmen in the team, when you look back, what do you say is that incident perhaps that made me today what I am?
I think I would say two incidents. One was my uncle taking me to that summer camp.
Yeah.
If that wouldn't have happened, I know how much of a struggle it was for them to get me into that summer camp.
Yeah.
Because it was lots of money and we were not financially strong. So there were a lot of thoughts into it whether I should go or not, But they managed it somehow.
Yeah.
And they left their need aside and let me pursue mine. So I owe them a lot, and even now when I think about it, I feel that was the game changer for me.
Okay.
And another one was that school which I joined. I think that was again a game changer because that school actually put me into the selectors radar because all the big selectors come and watch the school games back then. Even now they watch it. That's how you get noticed and that's how your performance get recognized. So I think those two things I would say was the big game changer for me.
All right. Now, from starting as a steady middle order batsman to becoming India's opener, and perhaps something that India was waiting for a long time, to having, the only cricketer in the world to have, to its credit, 3 double centuries. Which is your best inning? The first one against Australia or the Sri Lanka where you scored 264, which is the highest ODI score ever?
It is very tough one to pick one because all three came at the right time, and they're so like dear to me only because the first one against Australia, the first one is always special.
Always special, yeah.
And the second one was the world record, so
Yes.
it has to be special.
Yeah.
And I was coming off from a big injury layoff. I was
Yeah.
out for 3 months, and then to come out and play
Again, yeah.
and score 264, you know. And the third one was on our anniversary, so
Oh,
you know.
so I know the answer now.
Yeah, so it's very hard to pick one.
For every sports person, there comes challenging times when, you know, when you stop performing, or when you underperform, people, you know, kind of pick out the flaws in you,
Yeah.
criticize you. And, you know, it's a cricket crazy nation, so everybody has their own theory about,
Yeah.
you know, how this person should have played the game, and predictions about match results.
Yeah.
You know, how do you carry the weight of a billion plus expectations, you know, on your shoulders?
See, by now I'm used to it. Earlier I wasn't. I used to react. I used to stress about this a lot before. But now with experience, I've understood that all those things doesn't matter. What matters is your time on the field, and it gives you that opportunity to go and do something for your nation and become a hero.
Yeah.
You know, rather than thinking about, oh, what X, Y, Z are talking about my game, and you know, things like that. It's pointless, because what matters at the end of the day is what you do on the field. Yes, you will fail sometimes. You will also do well sometimes. See, cricketers have very limited period of time. They, you know, not unlike few other
Any
field,
other fields, yeah.
yeah, where you can pursue your career as long as possible. But cricketers, you know, they hardly play for 15, 20 years. Some guys can play 25 years.
Yeah.
But it's only a maximum, you know, average. If you look at it, it's about 15 years. So I want to enjoy those 15 years, not waste time thinking about, oh, what is he saying about my game? What are they saying about my game? Because life is short. You have to enjoy whatever time you have, and not everyone gets to wear that India crest. You know,
True.
it is the biggest honor, you know, in your life to play for your country. And why not stay in present and think about, you know, what a proud moment it is for you to be going out there and representing.
Rohit, you know, you're part of Shandon's India's new digital campaign, the Party Starter 2.0 campaign, which features game changers in 2018. Now, of course, we can understand why they chose you, but why did you decide to associate with Shandon?
It's very easy. They are the premium brand in the world, best in the business, and I strive to be best in the business. So perfect association. Obviously, I'm not a party starter, but once I find my groove, everybody follows me.
My next question was that, are you a party starter? But you said no, but once you find your groove. So tell us, who's a party starter in the Indian cricket team? Give us some insights.
Guys like Hardik, you know, KL Rahul and all these guys, they're the ones, they have taken our positions. We, at one point, we used to be the party starters.
What happened now?
Since we got married now, a lot of the guys in the squad are married now.
Yeah.
So they have to be careful about what they do. But of course, we enjoy our time outside. We do want to, like everyone knows, you know, you put so much effort into your game. You need to relax as well.
Yeah.
So every now and then, you know, enjoying yourself is not a bad thing. Just to relax yourself and be a party starter.
All right, so this is your birthday month. 30th April is your birthday. What are the big plans? How big is the party going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, I guess. Yes, you know, I've always loved my birthdays, and I would like to especially thank Shandor for, you know, having such a great night for me.
So moving on from birthday party to the biggest party that's grabbed a billion eyeballs now, IPL. You're one of the most successful captains of IPL. You've captained Mumbai Indians since 2013, led them to 3 victories. You took captaincy from Ricky Ponting mid-season, you know.
Yeah.
Tell us about that whole incident, you know. When did you first hear the news? How did you take it? Because there was this enormous responsibility that was thrown, I mean, that was given to you, but, you know, kind of mid-season.
When Ricky was appointed as the captain, you know, and I was appointed the vice captain, I knew at some stage I would have to captain, you know, because of whatever injury might happen to a player, you know, and you might have to replace him. So I was always prepared. I always went into the game thinking that what if I was the captain? I remember it was in Kolkata. I think we must have played about 6 games and we lost 3, we won 3. So we were in the midst of everything. And that's when Ricky Ponting decided that he wants to step down as a captain and let someone else take the place. And yes, I was ready, but it came during the match day. Like the game starts at 8 o'clock and we leave for the game at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I was told in the afternoon that, you know, you will be leading the side.
What was your reaction?
I was very happy. I called my parents and I called Ritika and I spoke to them at length about you know, how this was one of my dream. Actually, when I went in with the team sheet for the toss, I was a little nervous because, you know, I have a tendency of forgetting, so all I was thinking that I shouldn't forget my teammates' names.
Okay.
You know, when the commentator or the guy who's asking for the team changes and all that, I shouldn't forget any names.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing. But yes, I think everything went really well in that game. We won the game. And that particular year, we finished the finals at that ground as well, in that ground as well. And we won the finals there. So, a very happy hunting ground for me.
Talking about IPL, congratulations on winning your first match. 94 out of 52 balls, fantastic innings there. How pumped up are you and the team now for the IPL and the upcoming matches?
I don't think as a team we played bad cricket. We played good cricket, just that certain areas we didn't do well, and we were not consistent in both departments, batting and bowling. So.
And it was at Wankhede, and there's always a lot of expectations from Mumbai Indians.
Wankhede is like a fortress for us. You know, we have done so really well at that ground, and people expect a lot every time we go out there.
What's the most challenging part about the IPL format? You know, of course, keeping in mind that constantly players keep changing every year. You've got a very busy calendar, and then you're handling a multinational team. What do you think is the most challenging part?
There are a few challenging parts when you're leading an IPL team. Firstly, the players from the different countries, different cities who come and play together, because you're not used to those guys. You don't know what they like, what they don't like. So the first thing as a captain for me is to understand each one of them as to how they behave, what kind of things they like to do on the field and what they don't like. You know, it is very important for a captain to understand that. And then after these losses, to make sure that everyone stays together. It's the most important thing as well. It's very easy to drift away when you're losing, you know, start blaming each other for the loss. But I think we don't do that. And as a captain, it is my responsibility to make sure that thing doesn't happen. And of course, the expectations from the owners, franchise owners, you know, to handle that as well, because you know, our owners, they are so passionate about the game and they love what they do with the team, and they love and they take so much interest in the team only because they love the sport and they're so passionate about the game. So every time we go out there, we want to bring smile to their faces. You know, we want to make sure that we do justice to this team. And also the people here in Mumbai, you know, Mumbai is known for their cricket. Mumbai has a history, huge history. So yeah, it's a cricket crazy city, you know, so everything we do here, we do it for them.
Rohit, you're fondly called the Hitman for your explosive performance on field, and this has obviously translated into a lot of brand endorsements. You know, when you choose a particular brand, what is the brand philosophy? What do you look for in it?
It's just not about going there and endorsing any product which you have not even seen it. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me. I associate with a brand which is, you know, I personally use it, and I can then tell people that, okay, you know, I use it, so I want you all to experience the same.
Let's talk about your better half. You know, cricket is one half, and then you have Ritika. It's a love story where best friends turn soulmates, I believe. So, you know, she's your sporting manager, she's your manager, and of course your wife. So I want to know, how does this partnership work? We've seen you making partnerships with a lot of batsmen and your team there. How does this partnership work?
I think it is one of the best partnerships that I've had. The best, I would say, because you know, whatever I am today is mostly because of her. Since I got married, my life has changed completely.
How much of her advice do you really take?
Most of it.
And what does she advise you on?
A lot, many things. Except cricket, she talks to me about everything, and I do listen to her because you know, it goes hand in hand. Our partnership goes hand in hand, and yeah, we know each other for a long time now, so we understand each other really well. and it's the best thing that has happened to me in so many years.
All right, Rohit. Now, everyone knows about your prowess on pitch, but you also make sure to bring your A game when it comes to style. You recently won the Sporting Elegance title at the GQ Awards 2018. What
Yeah.
is your style mantra?
Less is more.
Okay.
For me, that is the most important. Don't overdo it, because sometimes you can make a fool out of yourself trying to copy someone or trying to look that, okay, this guy is doing this, I should try and do that as well. You should understand yourself first, what kind of a personality you have, and take the game accordingly.
Yeah. So how do you really balance work and life, with your constant tours and traveling? Do you get enough time for family?
It's very hard to say that I have to make time for my family.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say that, but honestly speaking, for the last few years, it has been the case. We've been on the road for a long time. Whatever time I get, I try and make sure that I spend time with them, because it is, I know for the fact that even if I don't have any supporters, I will have my family as my supporters. So,
Yes.
so that is one thing which is always with me. And then yes, family is the most important thing at the end of the day.
Well said, Rohit. Now, we come to the fun part of the interview, the rapid fire. So brace yourself. We expect answers to be rapid and expect a lot of fire.
Yeah.
All right. So my first question, what is more challenging, being an opener or captaining the team?
Captaining the team.
Okay. Apart from Mumbai Indians, which IPL team would you like to captain?
Eden Garden is my favorite ground.
Okay.
So, and lot has happened at Eden Garden for me. So I would say KKR.
KKR. All right. Test, one day or 2020, your favorite?
I think all three formats.
We already know about the 3 double centuries that you've made. Have you played gully cricket, which I'm sure a lot of
100%,
everyone in
yes.
India has played gully cricket.
Yes.
What's your highest gully cricket score, we want to know? And how many windows did you break?
I've broken a lot of windows.
Yeah.
400 plus, but I don't know the exact score, but I know it was 400 because every time you score 100, you take a round and show it to everyone. So I remember I took 4 rounds.
Wow.
That's how I remember it was 400, yeah.
A bowler Rohit Sharma fears the most?
Not fears, I would put challenge.
Okay.
Challenges me
Yeah,
the most.
challenges
I
you
would
the
say
most.
Dale Steyn.
Okay. Favorite cuisine?
Japanese, Mexican,
Okay. Favorite holiday destination?
Europe.
All right. Most stylish cricketer, apart from you, of course.
There are lots. I mean, when I came into the team, I thought UV was the one who was leading the way. Not anymore.
Okay. Who's leading it now then?
Leading it now, all these new guys, they're just,
Okay.
they're pretty good, yeah.
A style trend you're currently obsessed with?
My baseball cap, long line t-shirt and a jeans with sneaker.
Batting first or chasing? What do you prefer?
Batting first.
Okay. Most successful captain?
MS Dhoni.
Okay.
Only-
Captain Cool.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Your cricket idol apart from Sachin Tendulkar?
Ricky Ponting.
Okay. If not cricket, then which sport? What would you have done?
I would have played football, but I don't know how far I would have gone, but football, yeah.
Well done. You handled the rapid fire pretty well. My final question to you, in your 11 years of playing international cricket, what has been your biggest learning? And also, what would you advise to the younger players that keep coming in?
That every day is a new day. What has happened in the past, forget it. Or what is going to happen in the future, forget it. Live in the present, because I know I scored a 94 last night,
Yeah.
but I have to forget it because tomorrow will be the new day and we have to win that game. So that is my biggest learning from this game. See, for the younger kids, it's important to understand that they need to be disciplined in whatever they do, because without discipline, nothing will come so easy. In terms of your fitness, in terms of your time management towards the skill, you have to be disciplined when you want to achieve something. You have to be disciplined.